I guess this is what I've dreamed of my entire life. There was no comedy show in all of television that equaled The Max Prince Show. Not in 1953 there wasn't. An hour and a half review, completely live, every Saturday night. And now I was actually a writer on it. My name is Lucas Brickman. Max was unlike any comedian I'd ever seen before. He didn't tell jokes, he didn't say funny lines. He was just funny. But when he had to be himself on camera, like introducing a guest, he couldn't say 4 intelligent consecutive words without mumbling or coughing. I like Max a lot, mostly because he treated his writers with respect. And he paid them a lot more than anyone else, too. All young guys, and they made more money than the governor of New York. Well, they were funnier than the governor of New York. I seem nervous to you. It's because it's only my second week here. One of the other writers left, and I'm here on a 4-week trial contract, so if I'm gonna prove myself, I'm gonna have to do it fast. The only problem is, I'm shy. But I did manage to get one really funny line in on last week's show. The only problem is that Max coughed on that line and no one in America heard it. My entire future depends on my finding a voice for my humor, or a cure for Max's cough.
I did it! Broke every record on the Henry Hudson Parkway, door to door, Scarsdale to 57th Street, 28 minutes, 12 seconds, made every light. Can you imagine if I had a car? But I'm bummed. How you doing, Arnie?
Fine, it's Lucas.
Not Arnie?
No.
I called you Arnie all last week. You never said a word.
I didn't know you were talking to me.
You gotta learn to speak up, kid. Otherwise, these killers will eat you alive. Here, hang this up, will you? Be careful, it's an antique.
Feels nice. Where'd you get it?
Got it off a dead bullfighter in Spain. What do I know? A junk shop. But it's got style, class.
Have a flair for dressing, no? A flair? You got a rocket. Where'd you get the beret?
The beret is legitimate. Got it in Paris. The last one sold.
The last beret in Paris?
MGM bought them all up for Gene Kelly movies. Oh, look, he believes me. What do I know about berets? And I look like a putz in this. So why would I wear it?
Why?
Because people notice it. Look at me without a beret. Invisible, right? A nothing. Who is it? Watch. Now, I'm someone. A diplomat, a traveler. Maybe I know Ernest Hemingway. I go to the French movies and laugh at all of the jokes. Can't understand a fucking word they're saying, but people come over on the way out. Did you enjoy the picture? Oh, come see, come saw. I don't even understand that, but I get attention. Unique, right?
Well,
what am I, good looking? No. Smart? Funny? Yes. But compared to the comic minds in this room, I'm Herbert Hoover's kitchen counter. So, I wear yellow suede shoes on Christmas, and a cowboy hat on Yom Kippur. And when I walk in here, Max Prince laughs. And if Max Prince laughs, my kids eat this week.
Max didn't talk to me once last week.
All right, I'll rent you the beret. $50 a week. You fix it the option 75.
No, that's all right.
Oh, here it's a gift. I'm up to my ass in berets.
And you don't think you're funny?
Cheap. Cheap laughs. These guys at Tiffany's, I'm a wholesaler. What they have in quality, I make up for in quantity. Bulk, volume, that's my humor. Where are the onion rolls? It's in my contract. My agent negotiated for onion rolls.
Isn't that one?
This is a Jewish hockey puck. Smell it. Does that smell like an onion roll to you?
I can't smell. I have a cold. I can listen to it if you want.
You're funny. You're too quiet, but you're funny. Don't be too funny, though. I've got a wife and 2 kids to support. It's murder on my mistress.
Ba-dum-bum.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
Did that get in you? Excuse me, now, am I interrupting? Forgive me. Pay no attention.
The man apologizes 3 times in one sentence. He hasn't said good morning yet.
I'm sorry. Absolutely unforgivable. I have a lot on my mind. It's an affliction common to geniuses. Just kidding.
You like this coat, Luke? Val buys all his clothes at Ellis Island.
That's right. Be funny before work starts. What have we got here? Nothing but onion rolls. Ernie, do me a favor. Look for a pumpernickel bagel.
His name is Arnie.
It's Lucas.
It's not Ernie.
It's not even Arnie. It's not even pumpernickel.
Milch, don't start with me. I didn't sleep last night. I didn't have breakfast. I haven't been laid in a week. And Max calls my house at 12 a.m. midnight. Max never calls me at 12 a.m. midnight unless there's trouble.
12 a.m. is midnight.
Milt, don't bother me. It's too early in the day to say, go fuck yourself.
There's no such word as fuck. A person can't fuck himself. You want to be a U.S. citizen, you have to learn to say, go fuck yourself.
Kiss my naturalization papers, okay? Can't believe there's not one pumpernickel bagel.
There's one.
Thank you, Lucola. You go far on this show. Look at this, already sliced. This is why my father brought us to America.
For sliced bagels?
Mine came for chocolate pudding. In America, in Poland, they could make it, but they couldn't get into the little cups.
I wonder if Max called anyone else last night. Did he call you Louis?
Lucas. No, why would he call me? Is anything wrong?
I don't know yet. I was out last night. Oh, listen. I saw, without doubt, the most fucking brilliant play I've ever seen in my life. I'll remember it as long as I live.
What was it?
What the hell was it? Downtown, in the village. At the Grapes Theater. Not the grapes, the peach, the pear, the plum. What sounds like that?
The Cherry Lane?
The Cherry Lane, that's it, God bless you. You absolutely get a raise this Christmas. Maybe. We'll see. Who knows?
This is our head writer, Luke. A man who learned English from a dog who barked at night.
There's a dog, Ryan. I got news for you. My dog dreams funnier than you.
My dog can say fucking pumpernickel.
Good. He can take your place on the show.
So what was the play?
What play?
At the Cherry Lane?
Oh, Ibsen. Head of goblin.
And a gobbler? Is this about a turkey?
You fucking illiterate. I'll bet you $500 right now you don't know Henrik Ibsen's first name.
You just said Henrik.
I did? I'll bet you $250. Not funny. My mistakes are funnier than what he makes up. It's after 10. Max is late. Now I'm worried.
You don't have any idea why he called?
None. He spoke to my maid in Swedish, double talk Swedish, to a woman who's been here 3 weeks from Peru. She was still crying when we came home last night. Something's up, I swear to God.
Honey, can I get an outside line, please?
You know, goddammit, you know the rules. Is this a business call or a personal call?
I'm not sure. Let's see who answers.
It seems amazing, growing up in Russia, that you became a comedy writer. I mean, did they have television there?
Television? They don't have doorbells yet. The greatest comedy in the world came from Russia. Gogol, Chekhov, Dostoevsky, the best. Read Dead Soul sometime. Absolute genius. But in Russia today, comedy is dead. Lenin killed it. Stalin buried it. And what have they got now? The most corrupt and insidiously evil political regime since Ivan the Son of a Bitch. No, sir. Until there are humane reforms in that country, I wash my tongue of their language. Totally out of here.
Hello, who's this? No, I'm calling Colette.
Colette! We've got a show to write and you're calling some girl Colette?
Colette! Her name is Colette, not Colette. Why don't you go to Berlitz and drive them crazy?
Bill, this is not a day to make me angry, I swear to God.
All right, put me down for Wednesday. Yes, I'm holding.
Where is everyone? It's 5 after 10 and we haven't put 2 lousy words down on paper.
He's right. Luke, put 2 lousy words down on paper. Colette? Mel, hi. Listen, hon, we gotta cancel for tonight. Yeah, it's my wife's birthday. Well, unless I can convince her she's wrong.
You want to be in pictures?
Brian, Jesus, it takes a bad time to come late.
I'm sorry, I stopped. I just stopped to get some cigarettes. Okay.
Brian Doyle. Good guy. Good writer. Lousy smoker.
Hey, guys, please, I'm cheating on the phone here and I can't hear a goddamn word.
Goddamn, that's it. That's a $50 fine.
Honey, I gotta go. They just raised the rates. I'll call you. Ooh, Brian's smiling. Something's happened. He met someone at the convent.
5 days, guys. Count them, that's all you get. Because as of Friday, this good-looking Irishman is leaving the show. The Gentile makes good.
Where are you going?
Oh, I think they call it Hollywood. Sold my screenplay to Metro. MGM. You must have heard of it.
MGM, that's great.
Yeah, you tell me.
Every week he's leaving the show on Friday. Every week he's flying to Hollywood. Every week he's sold a screenplay to MGM or 20th Century Fox.
Not Fox, Fox. I keep telling you. Jeez.
That's it. I want a sketch started immediately before Max gets here. Who knows what shape he'll be in? Lucas, give me Newsweek, Time, Life, all the magazines. See what's in the news. Milt, see what ideas we've got on the board. See what's the hit next. Maybe there's a Marlon Brandon movie Max can do.
Marlon Brando.
What did I say?
Marlo Brandon.
My way was funny. Hey, Brian, when you're through destroying the pound cake, maybe you'll find time to come up with an idea.
Hey, kid, Luke, come here. These guys over here, they still don't believe me. I don't get it. Look at that. That's history, kid. That's right up there with David Selznick buying Gone with the Wind. Go on, read it.
Your agent called and said MGM will get back to you.
Go on, we're listening.
That's it.
That's it? MGM will get back to you as a deal?
Oh, come on. I got a call from the coast last night. They signed the contract as soon as they okay the script.
They haven't okayed it yet?
Oh, they'll okay it as soon as they read it.
They haven't read it yet?
They'll read it as soon as I write it.
Wait a minute, you didn't write it yet?
I told the idea to my agent. My agent told MGM the studio's crazy about it, man. Jesus. You see these guys, Luke? In 30 years, they'll be writing game shows, and I'll be vice president of MGM screwing Lana Turner.
When she's 62, why?
I categorically resent your remarks. This is without a doubt the finest writing staff in the history of television. And I would rather stay here till my prostate falls out before I ever sold out to the drecking garbage of Hollywood. God's truth, even if they ask me.
Oh, what if they asked you?
I'm open to everything you can tell me.
Did you see this? This week's Time magazine? Pope Pius approves of psychoanalysis. This means from now on, confession will be $80 an hour.
Kenny Franks, boy genius. They say at age 14 he was writing jokes for Jack Benny. I wasn't allowed to stay up for Jack Benny when I was 14.
You think maybe this Pope thing can make a sketch for us?
I think we'd all have to take communion first.
Take it beats circumcision.
Well, what would a Gentile like you know about circumcision? You ever seen him in a men's room? Pisses straight up the wall. So, Mr. Vitamin, what kind of pill are we taking today?
Nicotine tablets. Now I can get cancer without having to smoke. How you doing, Luke?
I don't know, nobody tells me.
Don't worry, Max thinks you're going to be great.
Did he say so?
No, but I'll tell him he did. He doesn't remember.
Did you hear that Max called me at 12 a.m. midnight?
Did you know he called me at 11:30?
Max did?
He was sitting in his den pissed drunk with a loaded shotgun in his lap.
Son of a bitch, he told you this?
Well, it more dribbled out of his mouth, really, but I got the most of it.
Son of a bitch, he had a loaded gun?
He said he got another threatening letter in the mailbox last night.
Don't look at me, I sent mine over last week.
Son of a bitch, did he call the police?
Well, he said he was taking matters into his own hands. It's him against them now.
Son of a bitch. Sorry, Val, there was one open.
Him against him? What do you mean, him against him? Who was in?
The man was on tranquilizers and scotch. Every time he talked, he blew bubbles.
Tranquilizers?
Max gets into his limo every night after work. He takes 2 tranquilizers the size of hand grenades and washes it down with a ladle of scotch. His driver has to help him into his house, and he falls asleep on the floor of his den next to his dogs.
Exactly, that's why there are no letters. The man's paranoid.
Maybe Brian's right. Remember when Max accused his next-door neighbor of shooting up the tires on his Cadillac?
Oh, come on, guys. Max shoots those tires up himself. We all know that.
Why would he do that?
Well, let's see now. He's got a gun, he's got a Cadillac, and he's free on Sundays. Why not?
Does Max have any enemies?
Besides himself, I don't think so.
What do you mean?
Nobody hates Max the way Max hates Max.
You know, I love it when you talk like Gertrude Stein.
They don't get it. We write comedy, Max does comedy. It's his ass out there in front of the cameras every week.
Oh, is that his ass? No wonder he gets such big laughs.
No, Kenny's right. Max likes it in here with us, not out there. The funniest man since Chaplin, and he still throws up before every show.
For 25 grand a week, I put my fingers down my throat.
Hey, Brian! Don't knock Max in this room. The man puts bread on my kids' plates and he's transplanting
Hey.
every hair on your head.
Yeah, well, if I didn't tell you, you'd never know.
So what are the dots in your head for? Tic-tac-toe?
Oh.
They have transplants coming like pubic hair. Guess that means you'll have to get a zipper for your face.
I'm really gonna miss you guys in Hollywood.
Oh, jeez. He sold another script, huh? What studio bought it this time?
MGM.
For how much?
75 grand.
No, I mean how much you want to bet you're full of shit.
Name your price.
$500 if you win? If you lose, we get to pull out all of your transplants.
Have you guys heard the news? Of course not. No one else here cares about what's going on in this country. Am I the only one who takes an interest in something besides jokes and cars and money and baseball?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
What's the news?
Just heard it in the taxi. Joe McCarthy called General George Marshall a communist.
Unfucking-believable.
He calls a five-star general of the army a card-carrying communist.
Well, even if he was a communist, why would he have cards printed up?
Hey, children, wake up. Time for school. You think this is a joke? America's on the brink of becoming a fascist state, and this doesn't worry you?
No, McCarthy, he's a drunken fanatic. How long do you think he'll last?
Some of them lasted long enough to kill 6 million Jews.
No, McCarthy, he's a nutcase. He'll end up picking a fight in an Irish bar some night and get a dart right between the eyes.
I feel so bad for General Marshall. Such a nice man, such a sweet face. Of all names to pick, why him?
I don't know. Val, you ever see Marshall at any of the meetings?
Are you out of your fucking mind? You don't make jokes like that. Some secretary outside hears that, and the next thing I'm being subpoenaed in Washington.
Val's right. No communist jokes. None of us are safe today. They've got that blacklist thing, you know.
They got what?
Blacklist! Blacklist!
3 bags full.
Don't you guys realize they can put anyone on the blacklist they want?
Without proof?
In a second, they get a wait list to get on the blacklist.
Not if you tip the maitre d'.
I can't believe they think this is funny. Did any of you see Edward R. Murrow last night?
I don't live in this neighborhood.
What do I have to do to impress you? This is serious.
Well, the whispering was good.
2 top U.S. senators told Murrow the FBI were tapping their phones.
You see, same as Russia. First the politicians, then they go after the arts. First the writers, because they're the intellectuals.
Well, this room looks pretty safe.
Oh, you think so? Anyone who has access to the public is McCarthy's enemy. That's us. I bet they have a bug in this room right now.
Well, if you leave crumbs, you're gonna get bugs. It was a political joke. I thought you'd like it.
Don't you see you're playing right into McCarthy's hands? Fear through intimidation.
Oh, he doesn't intimidate you? A United States senator who giggles like Porky the Pig?
My God, this is a terrible time for all of us.
20 after 10, he's right.
Oh my God, Jesus, no!
What?
I have a cousin, my mother's nephew, a nice, sweet, stupid boy. He was a communist in college for 3 months. Then he quit. What would I do if they asked me about him?
Take the Fifth Amendment.
Or the 6th Avenue subway. You get off China.
All right, guys, enough. We're heading into the cancer zone of humor.
Wait till Max hears about this. You know how he hates McCarthy.
Wait till you hear about Max.
What?
He got a threatening letter.
From McCarthy?
No, he writes them himself.
You don't know that.
He called me last night. He had one of his Scotch tranquilizer combos sitting in his den with a loaded shotgun in his lap.
Said he was going to shoot the bastards.
Doesn't he have those 2 hunting dogs? Maybe that's all it was. He was just gonna go hunting.
Those dogs don't hunt. They point the food in the supermarkets.
Okay. God forgive me for mentioning this word. Nervous breakdown.
That's 2 words God will never forgive you.
All right, guys, enough. Let's not go off half-cocked here. First one who makes a joke about that's in trouble.
Hey, listen, if you're half-cocked, you're in enough trouble.
Has Max ever missed a show? Has Max ever missed a rehearsal? Has Max ever missed a writing session? Never. He's in this room with us every day. He's never an ego-inflated shit like most of the comics we've all worked with. Max is professional. He's reliable. He's dependable. He's a bit eccentric, but he's not crazy.
Then why, for the first time, is he a half hour late?
Maybe he stopped to shoot his dogs, his toes, and his tires, but he'll be here.
Hello? Oh, hi. Where are you? It's Ira. He's running late at his analyst.
Wait a minute, I thought this analyst died.
He met another one at the funeral. Ira, just get here. We have problems.
Ira Stone was a hypochondriac who came in late every day with a new ailment. His greatest wish in life was to have a virus named after him. Hello? Oh, okay, thanks, Helen. Max just walked in. He stopped off at the job.
All right, everybody calm down. Relax. What do we say to him?
You mentioned anything about the letters of the loaded shotgun?
Well, he must know because he told Kenny last night.
We should make a quick decision what to say. How long do you think he's going to pee in there?
I had a friend, had a German Shepherd. flew him from Paris to New York, and when he landed, he peed for 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Can you imagine what Lindbergh must have done?
You know what? I don't want the responsibility of being head writer anymore. I swear to God, I quit. Carol, you're head writer.
I'm trying to get pregnant. I have enough to worry about.
Well, ask your husband. Why should we do all the work?
Oh, Max, we were just talking about you. We were saying the response to Saturday's show was unbelievably good, maybe the best ever.
I got at least 20 phone calls.
I made 10 of them myself. That's how good it was.
Any reports on the show?
Yes, Max. They said unbelievably good, maybe the best ever.
What'd they say?
They said unbelievably good, maybe the best ever.
Mug.
What?
Mug.
No, he wants coffee in his mug. No cream for sugar.
Oh, right, Max.
Did we get any more memos from NBC?
What?
Memos. They love to send memos.
No, Max, no memos.
No memos? They skipped the day without memos? They're saving them so they can memo me to death. They'll bury me in a folded memo in the Mount Memo Cemetery in Memo Park, New Jersey.
Here's your coffee, Max. Be careful, it's very hot.
That was hot.
Max, you shouldn't drink hot things so fast.
No, it's good. Spoils the blood.
Do you need an aspirin, Max?
Took a bottle at home.
Oh, a bottle of aspirin should clear it right up.
Did you get any sleep last night, Max?
Oh yeah, slept like a bear.
Those bear sleeps are great, aren't they, Max? You wake up in April, May, you feel like a million.
Helen! I'm ready!
I'm coming, Max!
We worked today. Lots of work. I want to do a great show this week. No, not a great show. The best. Best show we ever did. You hear?
Sure, Max. It's always good to change it once in a while.
Dry cleaned and pressed.
Like always, Max.
And check my pockets. I don't want my keys pressed again.
Yes, Max. Oh, Mr. Review of NBC sent you a big pile of memos.
Okay, they started, we will finish. You all heard it. Remember this day, everyone. A day that will live in infamy. March 6th, 1953.
March 8th, Max.
What are you, a historian?
Well,
March 6th, March 8th, March 12th. Who gives a damn? The battle has started. The lines have been drawn. Now, we have to plan our counterattack.
What's it about?
What's up, Max?
What's up? What's not down is up. What's up could be down. What's down could be up. You understand?
Certainly, it's Newton's theory of obscurity, isn't it?
They want to cut the show down to an hour.
An hour?
Us were #1 show in the country, maybe 2, 3 the worst.
Cutting us off right at the kneecaps. Chop, 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 chop.
Can't you reason with these people, Max?
People? What people? NBC is not a people. They're not like us. They wear black socks up to their necks. Crew neck socks. They come home from work, and before dinner, they dance with their wives. They put up wallpaper in their garages. You can't talk to them.
Then what do they want?
All right. What's this I'm holding?
Oh, let me take it, guys. A cigar.
Wrong.
Damn, I thought I had it.
To us, it's a cigar. To them, it's power. To them, it's control. To them, it's grabbing us by our testicles and squeezing them. You understand?
I'll explain what that feels like later.
Forgive me, Max, I don't mean to interrupt. Let me see if I can understand. The cigar is a phallic symbol, i.e. the penis. I.e. the penis is power, i.e. the penis is control, right?
I-E-I-E-O.
So NBC is using their power to control us, right, Max? To do what?
To cut out my heart. They want to cut the budget, save money. He says the show's too sophisticated, too smart, he says. My own brother, my own sister, two people who never graduated from spelling understand every word. The big money sponsors want out, he says. What do they sell? Raisins, macaroni, cream cheese. People who eat and chew can't understand this program. Who do you think we're playing for, dogs and cats?
Can they just say that, Max? From now on, you have an hour and that's it?
They can say what they want, let them. But I've got a plan.
What's the plan, Max?
Okay, close the doors.
The door's closed, Max.
When the Thracians fought the battle of Modena Heights in 354 BC, outnumbered by 100,000 men, what did Cyclanus, the greatest military mind in all of history, decide to do?
Was Cyclanus the giant with the big eyes?
Let the man finish. What did Cyclanus do, Max?
He sent out 100 women, old, young, whatever, placed them 10 miles apart in a
Circle?
circle covering 200 miles. Then, in the dead of night, Each of the 100 women lit
An umbrella.
a torch. Big torches, an umbrella. The enemy saw the torches all around them, thought they were surrounded, threw down their arms and sounded surrender. You hear? The surrounded sounded surrender. The surrounded sounded surrender. And that's what we're going to do.
Get 100 women with torches and surround Rockefeller Center? I'm just asking. I was never in the army.
Well, I say we just kill the fuckers.
Yeah.
You got it.
Can you tell us exactly what NBC did, Max?
They sent me the declaration of war in the mail, delivered it to the house where my wife and children sleep. There's going to be bloodshed, oh yes, but not in my house. Their palaces will crumble, their wheat fields will fall, and their kings will fall, and their wheat fields will be scorched.
NBC has wheat fields?
Let me ask you, Max, is it NBC who's been writing you those threatening letters?
Who told you about that?
You did last night. You called me, remember?
I called you?
Yes.
Last night?
Right.
That was you?
I swear.
Didn't sound like you.
I tried my best, Max.
You sounded foreign to me. Spanish, maybe.
That was my maid from Peru.
She was at Kenny's house.
No, at my house. You called me after you called Kenny.
I never spoke to you.
No, I was at the theater.
I called you at the theater?
No, you called me at my house. I went to the theater downtown in the village, the Peace. Yeah, the Plum
The
Rock.
Cherry Lane.
The Cherry Lane, thank you.
You were with Val?
No, I was at home with my wife.
I didn't call you at home?
No, Val wanted to know what theater he went to when I told her.
Val called you to ask what theater he was in?
No, he already came home. He asked me this morning.
I didn't even know you were married.
Well, this is the first time we ever talked.
I can't remember anything. I think someone's trying to drug me, I swear to God.
Well, Max, that brings up another delicate subject.
The other night I fell asleep with my eyes open. I thought I was dreaming about a ceiling.
In the first place, Max, you know we all love you.
Sometimes I go in the kitchen in the middle of the night, get a hammer and smash walnuts. Why would I do that?
I think Freud says that's a symptom of fear.
Why? I'm not afraid of walnuts. You want to hear the worst part?
I thought we did, Max.
When I eat, I can't tell the difference between steak and fish anymore. Why is that?
Well, where did they catch your steak, Max?
What was the delicate subject?
Well, Max, we just feel for your own good, for your own health, for your family's well-being.
I don't want to hear my fortune. I just want to hear the delicate subject.
We don't think those pills you take before you leave here at night are good for you, Max.
What pills?
The pills, Max, the pills you take before you go home.
Take pills? What are you talking about? Those tranquilizers are prescription. 2 little pills.
Little pills? Max, you can play 9 innings of softball with 1 pill.
Well, I hardly take them once a week.
Max, you take them once a week every night.
They're harmless. Carol, remember one night you weren't feeling well, you took half a pill. Did anything happen?
I don't remember. I slept for 9 days.
Max, it's not just the pills, it's the 4 jiggers of scotch you take to wash them down. Pills and liquor don't mix, Max. Or Max mix, however you want.
I gotta sleep. If I don't sleep, who's gonna protect my family from them?
NBC is threatening your family.
They're threatening my show. My show is my life. They threaten my life, they threaten my family. You want to hear the letter they sent to me? You want to know what it said, word for word for word?
Well, go ahead, Max. The doors are still closed.
They said, give the people shit.
The president of NBC said that?
You heard me. Give the people shit.
You mean as a gift?
Why do you say that, Max?
Because they can make money on shit. A potful. Drive up to Connecticut, they got big Tudor shit houses wherever you look. That's why they invented television. They put shit on for people to watch. They advertise the shit. The people run up and buy the shit. Their kids break the shit. So they give them more shit. And the shit moguls go to France in the summer, and the poor people stay here and watch more shit. That's why I got a letter saying, give the people shit.
Wasn't that what Marie Antoinette said?
Why are you always talking to me? Annoy someone else once in a while.
All right, let me take a whack at this. For 4 years in a row, we sweep the Emmy Awards. Every critic in the country loves us. But suddenly, television is expanding. They're moving into the Midwest, the South, a different kind of audience. They want to watch quiz shows, bowling, wrestling, am I right?
If you got shit, shovel it over.
So they cut us down to an hour. Don't make the show too esoteric, too smart. Don't do takeoffs in Japanese movies or Italian movies.
You feed a horse hay, what are you gonna get?
You don't even have to say it, Max.
So it's not just cutting the half hour, it's the kind of show they want us to do.
Can't we talk to them, Max?
Talk? No. No talk. Fight! We fight them on the sea. We fight them on the beaches. Oh, we get the bastards in an alley in Brooklyn somewhere.
Yeah.
Remember what Churchill said? Never have so many given so much, for so long, for so little, for so few, for so seldom.
My God, this ties up with everything that's going on in this country today. The censorship, the blacklisting, and Senator Joe McCarthy publicly disgracing a man like General George Marshall.
What? What did he say about Marshall?
You didn't hear? It was on the radio all morning.
What did he say? Tell me exactly. Say it slowly. I don't want to miss a word.
Joe McCarthy accused General George Marshall, a five-star general in the Army, of being a member of the Communist Party.
Someone trade places with me.
We know how you feel, Max. We feel the same way.
You feel the same way I do? I don't think so. Would you like to know how I feel? Ask me how I feel about McCarthy.
Don't ask him, Val. I'm afraid to see.
If you don't want to see, don't look. Ask me how I feel.
We can already see how you feel, Max.
Not yet. When you ask me, then you'll see. Ask me.
How do you feel about McCarthy, Max?
Thank you. That's how I feel.
Somebody go see what McCarthy is.
They want me to give them shit there. I gave them shit.
Did you get your hand up?
Leave it there. Get a knife. Cut it off. Send it in a box to that no good bastard. Let him know what I really think.
Someone get his hand at it. Could be broken.
Helen, get in here. Call him a communist, eh? I want to hit something. Something big. Something expensive.
There's a bank across the street, Max.
You see this hole? Don't touch it. Leave it there. Call up a framer. No, call up Tiffany's. I want that hole framed in their best silver. And underneath I want a plaque. Gold. And on the plaque, I want engraved, in honor of General George Marshall, soldier, statesman, slandered by that son of a bitch, McCarthy.
I don't think Tiffany's gonna print that, Max.
You pay them enough, they'll print it.
Yes, Max.
Say, I think this could be a national monument, kind of like Monticello.
Okay, I got the sketch for this week's show.
Well, what is it, Max?
I want to be the Statue of Liberty. I want to wear a long gown down to my toes.
I'd like to.
With big sandals and a tiara. With a torch and a book. I want to be painted green with bird shit on my shoulders from all the And I'm standing in this box that says, give us your poor, your hungry, your sunburned, your toothless, whatever they got there.
We'll look it up.
God damn it, that's funny, Max.
And what happens?
She gets subpoenaed to Washington. She comes into the courtroom, the bottom of her dress dripping wet from the harbor, with codfish in her hair.
This is terrific.
And he's sitting there looking up at her. Senator Joseph McNutcake.
McNutcake? Max, we can't say McNutcake, not on the air.
You don't think it's funny?
Yes, it's funny, but I don't think 8 years in jail would be funny. We can't say McNutcake.
How about McBirdbrain? McFruithead? McFarblungen? It means crazy in Yiddish. You'll never understand it.
Someone will tell him.
So we do nothing. Is that what you all want to do? Nothing?
Well, I don't think having a long life is nothing, Max.
Where I grew up, we took care of police. There was this big fat schlub in our class. We called him Tank Ass. He used to steal my sister's lunch. One day, I put a rock in her sandwich. That got him. He ate it, the whole rock. He had to start wearing iron underwear. We gotta do something, guys.
We feel the same as you, Max.
No, you don't. You don't know how I feel.
Don't ask him, it'll look like Swiss cheese in here.
I'm not lying down. I'm not doing nothing. We gotta make some kind of stand, like Like Spartacus in the war against the Byzantium.
So what do you suggest, Max?
We quit. We tell them to keep their show and put shit on 7 days a week. We walk out of here single file, our hands in the air like the heroes of Bataan. We're off the air as of today. No show Saturday. That's what Patrick Henry said.
He said no show Saturday?
Max, if we quit, they'll sue us.
Look, are we together on this or not? Because if someone here doesn't want to quit, I don't want him here, he can leave.
Oh yeah, that'll show
I'm
Max.
calling him right now. Ellen, get me NBC.
Think of it this way, Max. If we go off the air, isn't there a good chance they'll find someone else who doesn't mind giving them shit?
Someone else's shit isn't mine. You know who said that?
Tell us, Max, because we'll get it wrong.
It's in the Bible. You have to look it up.
Someone else's shit isn't mine is in the Bible, Max? Where?
Bottom of page 162. You think I memorized a whole Bible for Christ's sakes?
Max, it's a dumb idea. You've worked your whole life for this show. You think CBS or ABC are going to be any different? They have corporate minds, Max. If they could get TV sets to turn out sausages, we'd all be pigs instead of writers. Max, they're not interested in culture. Maybe if Van Gogh or Goya were wrestlers, they put them on Friday nights. But Max, if we quit, they win. We give up an hour and a half to Miss America or beat the clock. No, Max, we stay. We do what we've been doing for years, only we do it better. And you know why, Max? Because maybe we'll never have this much fun again in our entire lives.
I served with General Marshall through the war. We fought together on the European front.
I thought you were in the Navy, Max, playing in a band.
He came to a dance I played at in London. He was foxtrotting 10 feet away from me. I played a saxophone solo in his honor.
He's on the phone, Max. Just, you know, NBC, he's waiting.
I'll take it up in my office. We are not pulling down our flag. I will not break my sword over my knee for anyone. When the Roman legions led by Augustus IV fled in defeat, he came back to win on November the 5th.
Well, I think someone should get word to President Lincoln.
Personally, I think we're all one phone call away from a career in the garment center.
Anyone mind if I take some bagels home just in case?
Let's just get back to work and write something.
What have I been saying all morning?
Bobby Pomperico.
Listen, Ira's here. He's washing his face. He doesn't look very good to me. Oh, I hear my phone ringing!
All right, listen, everybody. Ira's going to come in here with the special ailment of the day. Pneumonia, meningitis, cataracts, whatever. No matter what he says, we pay no attention. If he faints at our feet, we just let him lay there.
That's so cruel, Kenny.
As cruel as making us listen to his complaints every day? I don't think so.
Here he comes.
Remember, just stare at him.
I can't breathe. I can't catch my breath. It could be a heart attack. It could be a stroke. All right, everybody, don't panic. Just do what I tell you. Call Columbia Presbyterian Hospital. Ask for Dr. Milton Bergman. Tell him I got this sharp stabbing pain in my left arm, across my chest, down my back, into my left leg. If he's in surgery, call the St. John's Hospital, 6th floor cardiology. Ask for Dr. Frank Benzarini. Tell him I got this sudden burning sensation in my stomach. At first I thought it was breakfast. I had the smoked salmon. It was still smoking. It didn't feel right going down. If his line is busy, I'll call up the Clayton and Marcus Pharmacy on 72nd and Madison. Ask for Al. Tell him I need a refill on my prescription from Dr. Schneider. It's, Sodium Prozac. No, it's, Vasco something. Vasco da Gama. Yeah, I can't think. I can't get out of my brain. This scarf is killing me. Get it off my neck. Don't tell my mother. Don't tell my wife. She'll tell my mother. If she tells my mother, she'll call me. I do not have time to talk to that woman. She drives me crazy. This could be it, folks. I swear to God. What are you all just standing there for? What are you waiting for?
waiting for you to die or finish your instructions, whichever comes first.
You think this is funny? You think this is a joke? You think I've been coming here with the pain so bad that... Wait a minute. I just passed gas. Oh,
I hope you die. I hope you have a stroke right now and I hope your mother comes and sees you and talks to you for an hour before you die.
You're angry? You're upset that I'm still alive? What is this? Nazi Germany? Let's kill another Jew?
Yes, in this case, I would make an exception.
Oh, okay, so now I see who my friends are.
Friends? You haven't got any friends. What? There isn't a puppy in the world that would come out of a pound to live with you.
Hey, wait a minute. From them, I take you haven't earned the right. One lousy goddamn Irish potato famine, I have to put up with the likes of you?
You think you can just walk in here, tell us you're having a stroke, and then fart your way out of this?
I had a little scare, all right? I apologize. I'm sorry. I apologize to everyone in the room, except to him.
Hey, come on, guys.
All right. So, okay? So, read back what you got so far.
What we got so far. You want to know what we got so far? Lucas, read him back what we got so far.
We don't have anything.
Is what we got so far.
It's 11 o'clock. You don't have anything down on paper yet? What is this? I have to get things started around here? It's always up to me?
Oh, you phony, fat, faggot-looking, egocentric turd. When did you ever come in here on time like the rest of us?
Phony, fat, faggot-looking, egocentric turd. This is what Ireland sends us? We could have had kids. We could have had O'Casey. We could have had George Bernard Shaw. But no! We get an illiterate anti-Semite immigrant who failed streetcar conductor school. My family, all brilliant Talmudic scholars, nearly drowned on the boat coming to America because his drunken people kept beating the shit out of the captain.
Why do we have to keep making racial jokes? Irish jokes, Jewish jokes, Italian jokes. Has America progressed beyond that?
No, let him go on. A little aggression is good for writers. All humor is based on hostility. Am I right, Kenny?
Oh, absolutely. That's why World War II was so funny.
If you didn't have to go to 5 doctors every morning, maybe you'd get here by 10 o'clock.
So what are you saying? That I'm a hypochondriac? I've had this thing in my throat now for 6 months. It could be cancer. They don't want to tell me.
Well, have them call me. I'll tell you.
Oh, you goddamn leprechaun. I have been carrying you on
What
this
do you
show.
want, Ira? You want a funny contest? You want to take on all of Christianity? Is that what you want?
Funny against funny?
For all you want.
You're on. You're on. I'll bet my shoes, my genuine $65 floor chimes against your $8.95 Tom McCann funeral director shoes for dead men. That is mine. Ante up, you putz bartender.
You're on. Name your subject.
Funny names.
Funny name.
Funny names. Anybody else want in on this? A little on the side there, huh?
For a pair of shoelaces.
All right, I'll give you 30 seconds to play, then we get back to work. Are we ready?
Of the Irish. Out of Egypt.
Okay, for the funniest names, Ira first, go.
Benjamin.
Angela Jonesell.
Oh, Monsignor A. Brewski.
Rabbi John Wayne.
Monica Hanukkah.
Her Highness Queen Minnie the Moocher.
President, hi-de-ho.
Mr. and Mrs. Jesus H. Christ.
The Earl of Sandwich, hold the mayo.
Ira Stone.
Iris Stone, what's funny about Iris Stone?
Nothing. Nothing's funny about Ira Stone.
Default! He broke the rules. You can't use names we already know.
Oh, what are you doing?
Nobody wins. Oh, Jesus.
Jeez, it looks like the bombing of London.
Go get my shoes.
They're not your shoes anymore. They belong to the people of Greater New York now.
Direct in on man coming out of Bergdorf Goodman's.
You either go get them shoes or you take some flying lessons real quick because you owe me $200, you son of a bitch.
$200 for a pair of Gravediggers camping shoes?
Camping shoes? I've been doing it great.
Right, no, calm down.
All right, we absolutely forbid any more men's clothing to go out the window.
Yes, Carol?
Helen, can you go downstairs and get Ira and Brian's shoes? They're on 57th Street.
Are they being repaired?
Eventually, Ira threw them out the window.
Well, Ira, you should have just asked me. I would have taken them down.
This man actually has a child who calls him Daddy.
Oh, I see. Have I awakened the sleeping tiger, the Hollywood whiz kid, the reformed Jew who got bar mitzvahed at the Hollywood Bowl while Cantor Solomon Weiss sang the entire score of Porgy and Bess?
He's like a plague! He's like locusts! Billions of locusts! The more you kill him, the more he keeps coming back. In 10 minutes, we'll all be naked.
What? I can't say what I want. Where's the legal free speech here?
Okay, that's it, Ira. I'm asking Max to take your name off the credits for this week. If you come up with something, you get back one letter at a time. 3 jokes, that means 3 letters. If that's all you come up with, then it'll just say Ira on the screen. That's it.
All right. What if I write the whole show myself? Huh? You think I can do it? Give me paper. Give me lots of paper. Don't forget the flush.
You really think you can do it, Ira?
I think I can win the Emmy. I think your stroke is coming back.
Don't forget to make it funny, Ira.
Funny? It says funny on my birth certificate.
Oh, well, I didn't think it said maybe.
All right, I'm going. The whole show, top to bottom, by Iris Stone.
Are we on a break now? Because I had to give to John.
There are no breaks. We've had our breaks. We've had a bagel break, a shotgun break, a Joe McCarthy break, a Cyclantis break, a hole-in-the-wall break, and 2 pairs of shoes out the window break. There are no more breaks.
Well, I'm going to have to ask Carol to turn around because I'm going to be in the plant.
Don't you dare!
And this was the most respected program in all of television. I knew then and there that if I was going to keep my job, I'd have to become as totally crazy as the rest of them.
Helen, come back with my suit yet?
No, Max, she's out looking for shoes.
How'd the
What
call
was
go
wrong with the shoes she was wearing?
Max, how'd the call go with NBC?
Call with NBC? Call with NBC went fine.
Everything's all right?
It's fine.
It all got settled?
It got settled fine.
Was anything decided?
Fine was decided. We decided fine.
No problems?
We had some problems, but we fined them out.
That sounds fine to me, Max.
Do you want to give us any details? Any changes?
Any changes? Let's see. Oh, yes. They're cutting us back to an hour. This year's fine. Next year's an hour. Next year they cut the budget. Next year they want approval of the sketches. Next year they put an observer on the show. That's all. That's the only changes. Minor stuff.
And that's fine with you, Max?
No. That's fine with them. Them is fine. We is not so fine yet. But we'll see. We'll wait. We'll think. We'll plan. And then we'll be fine.
What's the Observer gonna do, Max?
The observer? He's going to observe. Maybe he'll be around the show observing the coffee, the cream cheese, the potato chips. Maybe he'll come up here and observe us working. Observe Ira coming in late. Maybe he'll observe that I'm getting upset that he's observing me. Then he can observe me taking the fucking telephone and smashing it on the fucking floor. Or, if the observer is not through observing me, he can observe me putting my fist through his fucking face. Then they'll take him away for surgery and he can observe the hospital for a while. But right now, I'm fine. Because when Helen gets back, tell her to call Tiffany's again. Just a simple frame with a gold plaque saying, fine. All right, what do we got for this week's show?
Ooh, I was just
What, am I crazy? Write the whole show myself? Oh, hi, Max. How you doing?
Fine. Just fine.
It was 7 months later, and as you can see, I made the staff mug. I was contributing a whole lot more to the show. But what I think cemented the job for me was the day that I poured lighting fluid all over the desk and set fire to it. I was made into an honorary lunatic. The show was cut down to an hour and the budget by a third. There were still bagels and onion rolls, but no more Danish, no pound cake, no apple strudel. NBC wasn't paying anymore, Max was. And Max was becoming more and more disoriented, as you can see from the wall of terror. Those 2 new holes with the simple black frames were added when Ethel and Julius Rosenberg were executed. And although Max was valiantly trying to cut out the pills and the scotch, the pressure from NBC and the sponsors made it a losing battle. Oh, hello, Max. This is early for you. Everything all right? Max?
What?
How are you?
No one's in yet.
No, just me.
Just you.
Yes, Max.
So the others aren't here.
No. Would you like some coffee?
Usually they're here early on Tuesday.
I know, but this is Monday, Max.
How's your wife?
Oh, my wife. She's fine, Max. Thanks for asking.
Penny, right?
Yes, Penny.
Yeah, pretty girl. That's smart. I like her.
Oh, thanks, Max. I'll tell her.
And the kids. How's the kids? Andy and Sue, right?
I don't have any kids, Max.
No kids? And who's Andy and Sue?
I don't know, Max.
Would you like it here, okay?
Working here? Yeah, I love this job, Max.
Well, we'll see. So no one's here, huh?
No, just us.
Maybe I'll go in my office and lie down.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Why?
Why? Well, because you look tired.
Me? Never get tired. Just need a little nap, that's all.
I see.
So I'll be up at my office. I'm gonna take a little nap.
Oh, okay, Max.
I think Andy and Sue are my nephews.
That was the only time I was ever alone in a room with Max. It was hard finding a topic in common with him unless you were up on the Thracian Wars.
I cannot believe I got a ticket for speeding on the parkway. I was driving so slow the cop who pulled me over was walking.
What'd you expect? You were asking for it.
I was.
You wear an all-white suit and a Panama hat? Those guys sit behind a billboard waiting for some schmuck like you.
Well, I thought I looked like a senator.
No, you look like a Nazi trying to catch a boat to Argentina.
I liked you better when you weren't funny.
Well, Max was just in here.
This early? No new holes, he must be all right. What'd he say?
Well, he thought it was Tuesday, and then he asked how the kids I don't have were. Then he said he wasn't tired, so he was going to go take a nap.
Well, my suit will cheer him up. Are these bagels getting smaller, or is this room getting bigger?
Same size. There's just half as many now.
Yeah, counting my ex-wife, that's the second thing I've lost this week.
Are you serious?
Never serious, but she always is. Which is why I think she's leaving me.
Sorry about your wife.
Don't say anything to the guys, will you? I want to tell Max first.
Yeah, sure. You okay?
Oh, sure, listen. I should have known it at the wedding. When her father handed me an empty envelope, I knew it wasn't a match made in heaven.
Well, you don't seem too upset about it.
In this room, I can't afford it. Money is money. You know, I tried to patch things up. I offered to take her on a second honeymoon. She said she wasn't that crazy about the first one. Then she said, ba-dum-bum. That's what really hurt.
Sometimes I think you sell yourself short, Miller.
Mookie, I'll sell myself in whatever size they'll buy it.
I just heard the news in my car. Did you hear it?
No, I wasn't in your car.
What happened? What happened?
Stalin died. Joseph Stalin is dead.
Really?
So I guess that means we'll be going to the funeral.
Milt, I want you to hear this because I've been practicing it with a tutor. Go. Fuck yourself.
He said it right. You said it right. You actually went to a tutor to learn to say that?
Absolutely cost me a fucking fortune.
You mean he only taught you to say it once?
No, he only taught me to say it to you. So wait, there's more news. The U.S. State Department just announced that they have positive proof that Russia has a hydrogen bomb.
Jesus, that is scary.
Tell my children, because they're the ones who will inherit the devastations the fucking politicians left there.
Now you're saying it worse than ever. You didn't go to a Russian tutor, did you?
This is going to be one hell of a day to write comedy. What is that? A white suit?
Oh my God. What did the cleaners do to my blue serge? Ah!
You didn't know Max hates white suits?
Max does?
Since he was a kid. No one told you about Max and white suits.
It's a joke, right? I mean, not necessarily the kind you'd laugh at.
Swear to God, when Max's father died, they made a mistake and buried him in someone else's white suit. Max had nightmares about it for years. Half his analysis was about white suits.
I think my wife knew. She was laughing when I left the house this morning.
Take off your jacket, call wardrobe. Maybe they have a dark suit for your size.
Are you telling me the truth about this, Val?
If Max sees you in that suit, Tiffany's does some business today.
Helen, get me wardrobe immediately. No, now! I need an emergency dark suit. I'll hold.
Hello, Mama.
Please, don't anyone stand between me and that chair.
You need any help?
No thanks, I've had enough help from men. Oh God, I thought you were adopted and I miscounted my due date.
When is your due date?
Whenever my doctor's out of town,
Come on, come on, come on.
I'm moving as fast as I can.
Do you want to put your feet up?
Another gynecologist?
Did you hear about Joseph Stalin?
Don't tell me McCarthy put him on the blacklist.
Hello, wardrobe, who's this? Hannah? Listen, Hannah, this is Bill Fields, one of the writers. We're working on a sketch and we need a dark suit size 40 regular as soon as possible. Yeah, that sounds fine. No, I can't come downtown. We need it here in the writer's room. Yeah, would you please take a taxi? God bless you, Hannah. I love you. Be right with you! Helen, Mel, Max is up in his office. I want you to call me in here the second he comes down. The exact minute you see his feet, you call me immediately. Someone's life who we both love very much depends on this. Lucas, as soon as Helen calls me, I'll rush into the men's room. I'll stay in there until Hannah gets here, then you bring the suit to me and John, okay? Please, please.
So, Rusky's got big bazzoon. Suddenly Joe McCarthy's very popular in America. Jesus, Bill, you look like the governor of Devil's Island.
Oh, Mr. Fashion Plate. Man's been wearing the same single-breasted ashtray for 3 years.
Yeah, well, I'll be wearing it the opening night of my new play. Okay, just wait outside and watch the crowds as they mob me.
Oh, his new play, A Streetcar Named Failure.
Where's Max?
I'm in his office.
We've got a problem. We have to talk.
As bad as being kicked in the stomach.
What, no joke about my suit? You're going to deprive me of your wit? You're not going to tell me what I look like?
First rabbi of the Amazon.
Yeah.
Come on. got a call from Aaron, his business manager. Now, the show's been over budget every week this season, and according to... Is somebody crying?
It's me. I'm sorry. I need a release.
Is this gonna take long? We've got serious business.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it annoying you?
Well, no, but if you could do it later.
All right, leave her alone. I heard from Max 3 times last night, and every time he tried to tell me what was wrong, he broke down. He heard from Aaron, his business manager. Now, the show's been over budget every week this season, and according to Max's deal, Max is responsible for the overage. He owes the network about 1/3 of his salary so far.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. The baby's moving.
Are you giving birth?
God, I hope not. It's moving up towards my head.
Where the hell is it going?
I don't know. I think it just wants to look out my eyes.
All right, listen to me, will you? You know Max. He wants the best sets, the best costumes, the best everything. Only now it's costing him big. So Aaron laid down the law, cut down on sets, on costumes, on everything.
I agree absolutely. There's too much waste around here.
Now this comes from Aaron, not Max. They're cutting one person from every department on the show. One from sets, one from costumes, one from the camera crew, one from the secretaries. And this is where Max broke down in tears. One from the writing staff.
I cannot fucking believe I wore a white suit today!
That's it. Max isn't going to pick the guy who goes. Aaron is. Aaron, who was once Heinrich Himmler's accountant, is not an easy man.
This is a very bad dilemma.
Well, why? Have you ever heard of a good dilemma?
Look, I'll be leaving in a couple weeks to have my baby. I'll be out about 2 months. That buys us some time, doesn't it?
Aaron's not looking to buy time. He's looking to cut one salary for an entire year.
But we have contracts, no?
No, we have 3-month options in case NBC canceled. Didn't your agent tell you?
He plays golf a lot. I don't like to bother him.
Who are we kidding? I'm the logical choice here. I'm the last one on the staff. You all have seniority, so I go.
Over my dead body. I have the question. Absolutely not. No one has to volunteer for this.
I'm not volunteering. I'm just saying they'll probably pick me because I'm the most expendable.
Well, that's the case. That's different.
The irony is Lucas is the safest one here. He makes about 1/3 of what most of the staff makes. What Aaron's looking to do is get rid of one of the top money guys.
Well, then I guess it's up to me to say it. Who is it on this show that makes top money? You know, and he puts in half the time as anyone else here? If you paid him by the hour, Max would save almost an entire salary. I'm not naming names, but...
So Ira goes? Anyone second the betrayal?
Absolutely not. We're starting our own blacklist here.
All right, look, we don't decide who goes. Aaron does, and that's it. Unless someone can come up with some unforeseen miracle.
They think I have a brain tumor!
This may be what we're looking for.
Who thinks you have a brain tumor?
I couldn't tie my shoelaces this morning. Shoelaces! My 3-year-old kid ties his. I asked her to tie mine. Then I put tomato juice in my coffee. Tomato juice!
Well, it may not be a brain tumor. Have you ruled out stupidity?
Would you remember to say that at my funeral right after you danced your little jig on my coffin?
Ira, calm down.
Calm down. This is calm. This is the best I've been all day.
Well, come on, Ira. There could be a number of reasons for this. Now, maybe you're just underworked.
Oh, you can't wait, can you? You can't wait to sing. Oh, Danny boy at the hospital bedside.
Leave him alone, Brian. If he wants to have a brain tumor, let him have a brain tumor.
I have double vision.
You mean right now?
Right now, last night, this morning, 2 cabs pull up in front of my house. I take them both.
Ira, since I know you, you've had every disease known to mankind and a few animal diseases, and you're still here.
You don't have a brain tumor.
Oh, you want proof, huh? Absolute, undeniable, irrefutable proof, huh? Here!
Oh, my
Here's your proof right here!
What are you doing, Ira? What the? Jesus, Kitty.
Ah, there it is, in black and white!
You actually wrote on the wall with an indelible marker? Children can go to jail for something like that.
I'm seeing double again. Milt, sit down. You look like the entrance to the White House.
Ira, we're busy. If you've got a brain tumor, go down to the shoemaker. He'll take it out.
Oh, right. So now I'm crazy, huh? Like Tolstoy was crazy, like Dostoevsky was crazy.
No, they were crazy in a talented way. You're sort of a fucking waste of time crazy.
Either you stay in this room and you write with us together, or you go home and have your kid untie your laces and come in tomorrow.
Did I say no? Huh? I'm here, aren't I? I just have to check my stocks, is all.
Has it ever occurred to you that you monopolize every minute you're in this room?
Who better than me? What am I, uninteresting?
Help! Max coming in.
Now I told you to call me!
No calls for anyone. Nobody leaves, nobody moves. Just talking here.
Yes, Max. Sorry, Milton.
Who's that? Bill? What's the matter with you?
Don't feel too good. I have to go to the job. I'll be right back.
Save it. We gotta talk first.
2 minutes, Max. I'll rush.
Are you sick? You look white as a ghost.
I get like that. I think it's a bladder infection.
Oh, no. Something else. Something different. Why do you look different?
I don't know, Max.
You got a haircut.
Me? Yes, this morning. Just a light trim. Amazing you noticed.
Man gets a haircut, I notice. Sit down. Not over there. I'm not talking over there.
I want to be near the water so I can drink. I can hear you.
Just don't sit in the sun. There's a glare on you. Okay, where's Carol?
Yeah, Max.
Anything new with the baby?
Nope, nothing new. Still in there.
You got a good doctor?
Yes, very good. I love my doctor.
You're in love with your doctor?
No, I love that he's a good doctor. I love my husband.
That's right. You're still with your husband. Good, I'm glad. Where's Val?
Right here, Max.
You keep moving around. Sit in one place.
Absolutely. Forgive me. My fault.
Okay, Kenny.
What? What, Max?
Did you tell him about the phone call?
Yes, I told everyone when I came in.
We heard, Max.
I hope it didn't upset the baby.
I don't think so. She's not in show business yet.
Our children are all we have. They can take everything else away from you, your dignity, your pride, set designers, your makeup lady. But they can't take your children. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, Max?
So far, no one's going. So far, everyone is still here.
That's good, Max.
So far, it's only going to last so far. And so far turns into so long.
We understand, Max.
Understand what? What is he talking about?
He doesn't know.
Ira came in late.
Why not tell everybody about coming in late?
How should I know? I'm never here when you tell me.
I have a dream. Who wrote that?
I did.
Don't lie to me. Who wrote it?
No, I swear to God, Max, I
Did
wrote
someone
that.
from NBC do this? Is that what they're trying to tell me? I have a brain tumor so they can break the contract?
Max, on my father's grave, on my children's life, I wrote that.
Why?
Because I have a brain tumor.
Is that going to wash off?
Don't you care what happens to me?
First, let's take care of what happened to my wall. Is that going to wash off?
No, it's a permanent marker, all right?
If this doesn't wash off, you definitely have a brain tumor. All right, Kenny, tell them about our phone call.
All right, well, you know about the budget problems the show's been having. Max has been
Wait a
trying to pay a
minute.
lot.
Wait a minute. Look at this wall. It's a polka dot wall. And you're worried about a few lousy words written in ink.
It's my holes. It's my wall. You want to buy your own wall? This one's for sale. Take it. For $5,000, you can cover it with your entire life's blood pressure. Otherwise, I want my wall back the way it was. Go on, Kenny.
All right, this is the last time I'm telling you. You hear what I'm saying? All right. Aaron won't let Max pay for anything anymore. So they're cutting one person from every department on the show. Are you listening to me, Ira? That means one writer, one of us. Someone in this room has to go. That's it.
So what are you saying? One of you guys gotta go?
Oh, I say we hang him out the window, make him a permanent weather vane.
Oh, okay, I get it. This is for everyone. Oh, this is funny. This is the human comedy. This is William Saroya. This is reality. I would have come in early for this. So, how do we decide who goes?
We don't. Aaron makes the choice.
What color is that suit?
This is kind of an off-color cream beige sort of taupe band.
You sure it's not a...
No, it isn't! It isn't!
All right. Upstairs, I found it out. There's another way, a better way. We don't need Aaron to pick someone for us.
Well, now that sounds hopeful, Max. How do we do it?
Is Napoleon dead?
What do you mean, Max?
I asked a simple question. Is Napoleon dead?
Yes, Max, he is. Napoleon is dead.
How do you know? Did you see him dead?
Not personally, no. But I saw his tomb in Paris.
Did you open up the tomb and look?
They don't let you do that. Who could lift it? It was just me and my wife.
So how do you know he's in the tomb?
It says so. Why would they build Napoleon's tomb if he wasn't in it?
They built the Eiffel Tower, they didn't put Mr. Eiffel in it.
Mr. Kellogg isn't in a box of cornflakes either, Max. What point are you trying to make?
I just made it. Maybe we can fire a writer, but no one has to go.
How do we do that, Max?
Easy, I worked it all out. First, I cut all your salaries down 10%. Then, I fire a writer. Doesn't make any difference who. Then I take the 10% and I pay the fired writer, so he stays. Then I pay back your 10% out of miscellaneous expenses. So the IRS gets paid, all the writers get paid, doesn't cost me anything, and no one gets fired.
And when they ask about the miscellaneous expenses, what do you tell them, Max?
They're in Napoleon's tomb. What do I know? I don't want to hear it! I thought about it, it works for me. Let Aaron figure out the details. I don't want to fire anyone. My writers are my flesh and blood. There is no miscellaneous in my body, you understand?
I understand, Max.
Now get Helen in here. We got a show to write.
Lucas, get Helen in here.
I'll do it!
I think he hangs out with ballet dancers.
So we finally went to work. We usually based our sketches in what was currently in the news at the time. The movie version of Julius Caesar starring Marlon Brando had just opened up on Broadway, so we worked on it all morning and all afternoon.
Okay, read back what we got.
From the top?
From the top.
All right. Titles. High-class films present William Shakespeare's Julius Caesar. Produced by Nigel Bagel. Screenplay by Peter Porter and Esther Lester. Directed by Sir John Malcolm and his wife Gloria. And starring James Hedgehog, Morris Burridge, Olivia Malaria, and Marlon Merlin in his first completely memorized part as Julius Caesar. Rome, 44 BC, outside the Roman Senate.
Not outside the Roman Senate. 2 blocks from the Roman Senate. 2 blocks is funny.
2 blocks from the Roman Senate. Brutus speaks.
Hail, Cassius.
Hail, Brutus.
What news from Flavius and Lepidus?
Not well. Flavius has mucus. Lepidus is nauseous.
Hark! Trombonius approaches. Hail, Trombonius!
Hail, Trombonius!
How fare thee?
A slight pain in my kiskas.
You think they know what kishkas are in Nebraska, Max?
If you point to it and make a face, they'll know. Go on.
What news of the conspiracy?
Linus told Paulus. Paulus thinks it's much hocus pocus. Yet Flavius and Lepidus told Marcus that justice must be practiced.
And of the conspiracy, what of it does Caesar know?
Caesar knows not of that which has yet to become notes. For if notes he become of our conspired thought, then would Caesar not give value to constrain such concerns?
Am I
Of
on?
that I know not, but that which I do know concerns all conspirators, thus giving recourse to Caesar's compliance, to which he has not yet been given his dispensation.
Am I on?
Then it does fall upon our devoted intentions that Caesar must not become martyred, for all Rome would give spleen to those that hasten his death, which seeks out the profit of this foul and festered
All right!
Wait.
Enough! Get me in the goddamn sketch already. Maybe last year when we had an hour and a half, we could do what gives spleen to violence and tolerance upon his minor tiscuits. But this is this year, for Christ's sakes.
I don't have that line written here, Max.
Try to pay attention, sweetheart.
Sorry. Just had to go to the job.
What'd you do, shave? You look different again.
Just washed up. Oh, gee.
I hate your suit. You wear weird things, you know that? All right, go on.
It's Cassius' line.
Caution, Caesar is upon us. Hail Caesar.
Hail, O mighty Caesar!
Max looks up into the sky and they all look up too.
What dost thou seekest in the constellations, Caesar?
A cluster of stars in the heavens.
And by what name does that cluster be called, O Caesar?
It is called Stella. Stella! Stella for starlight. That's good. I like that. Good joke, Kenny.
Kenny, what do you mean, Kenny? That's my joke, Max.
Who cares?
I care. I want to be given credit for what I contribute around here.
He's right, it's his joke.
It makes no difference. I don't want no prima madonnas here.
Prima Madonnas? Max, you know why you're so funny? Because you're the only one who doesn't understand what you're saying.
Really? How about this? You're fired, Ira. I understood that. That made sense to me. I thought that was extremely clear.
I'm fine.
Yes, you're prima unemployed.
Max, I may be a little nuts, but in the line of crazies, you're a mile and a half ahead of me.
Oh, I see. You're saying, and I'm crazy.
Don't take my word for it. Ask my shrink. We've been analyzing you for 10 months now.
You had me analyzed?
Well, yeah, we got done with me, so we decided to start on you. He thinks you're a comic genius. He worships you. Nobody makes him laugh the way you make him laugh. But he thinks you're capable of going to the Bronx Zoo and killing all the gorillas.
I'll tell you what. I fire you and I fire him. He can't analyze me anymore. And if I see him, he'll be the first gorilla.
So, I'm fired, huh?
Yes.
Fine. Great. I want my Stella joke back.
No, Stella. I own Stella. I paid for Stella. You can have Linus Paulus Hocus Docus. You can have he knows not what he knoweth not who Pepidus is. But Stella is mine.
I'll give you Stella back on one condition,
No,
Max.
sir. No conditions.
Max, here is condition. Ira, what's your condition?
I want you to tell me that you love me.
Love him. Love that. He steals my Stella and he wants my love. You Dracus, Schmuckus, Pucus, Tocus. I want my salary back! 4-year salary! And I want my home tax, the Social Security, and the tow truck that's in your kids!
Excuse me, sweetheart. Hey, Max, look at this. Huh? There. I got Stella now. I can out-crazy you any day of the
Paste
week,
it back
Max.
on the page or I'll paste you and your brain to the wall.
No, I'm leaving now, and Stella's going with me.
Give it to me, Ira. Give it to me. I'm starting to get one of my Wolfman headaches.
It's too late, Max. I gave you the chance. You wouldn't say you love me? Fine. Say goodbye to Stella. I'll tell you something. It's a funny joke, but it tastes like shit.
Ira. You funny guy. If you swallow it, I shove my arm down your throat and pull your tonsils out with
Just a piece of paper, Max. Write it again.
Billy tells me he loves me. Somebody get a torch. Maybe fire will frighten him. I love you, you rich schmuck. Why don't you love me?
I like you, but I love Stella. Spit it out. Spit it out.
All right.
Oh,
Jesus, I'm glad I didn't write War and Peace.
Put it back in the script.
you mean that? No, just type it back in again. The Smithsonian will pick that up later.
All right. I got what I wanted. Now I love you, you bastard.
Am I still fired?
No, Val's fired.
Why me?
Just for an hour. Everyone has to take his turn.
Well, what about you?
Absolutely. I'm fired after Lucas. Everyone but Carol. I'm not firing a pregnant woman.
Since when did any of you here ever notice I was a woman?
Well, I knew it the first day when you took your coat off. It took me a couple hours, but I noticed.
Oh, I don't want to be considered a woman. I want to be considered a writer.
Well, that's all right, but you'll just have to shave like the rest of them.
Wait a minute. What are we talking about here? What's wrong with being a woman? My wife's a woman. She's crazy about it.
I like it too, Max, but not in here. I can't survive in here as a woman, but as a writer, I can hold my own with anyone.
I'm sorry, you have to be a woman. The show needs a woman's point of view. Of everybody here, you come the closest.
After 5 years in here, Max, You think I know what a woman's point of view is? I go home at night smelling of cigar smoke. I have to hang my dress up in a humidor. I never said a crude word in my life until I came in here. Now, I go home to my fucking house, and I talk to my fucking husband like a fucking sailor. It's okay. I don't mind. If I lived in France for 5 years, I'd speak French. But I'm not in France. I'm in here. So I speak fuck. I don't want to be considered a woman writer. I want to be considered a good writer. And if that means being one of the guys, then I'll be one of the guys. I can handle it.
Well, I agree. And I hope you have a great baby there, fella.
Okay, back to work. Where were we?
Caesar has the next line.
What is wrong? What is this feeling of doom that hangs in the night air? What is this 12-inch kitchen knife doing in my back? Oh boy, this hurts!
Oh, foul deed! Dost thou forgive me, Caesar?
Oh, Brutus, my brother. I depended on thee. I counted on thee. I could have been a contender!
And they plunged another dag in him.
Taxi!
The deed is done. Caesar reigns no more.
Stop raining?
We pray for your soul, Caesar.
Donde dones latus more quantus bellum Nostradamus lasto.
Nostradamus lost? I got Southern Californians?
That's where we stopped writing, Max.
I need to finish something to end my speech. Something big.
I got it, Max! Listen, Max. You raise yourself up off the floor. You get up on one knee. Spread your arms to Rome. And then you sing. Roma, how I love you, my dear old Roma. I give the world to be among the folks in Fazzaguna Papalini, Roma. How I love you, my dear old Roma. The folks at home will see me no more when I get to the pasta show.
Fazzaguna Papalini. The man's crazy, but I like it. Put it in the sketch. Roma, how I love you, my dear old Roma.
We wrote that week's show, the next week's show, and the next 2 months' show. The quality was still there, but the ratings weren't. America wanted comedy closer to their own lives. Julius Caesar wasn't as familiar to them as the kids named Beaver and the fathers who knew best. Max never really had to fire anyone because Brian soon left for Hollywood. There was a definite air of gloom around the office because Max was becoming more and more disoriented. He was in constant negotiations with NBC about the future of the show, and they took a hard line. It didn't stop Max from throwing his annual festive Christmas party. He did, however, punch a large hole in the elevator door. Now you didn't have to look up to see what floor you were. To be honest, we were all a little frightened because until now we all had each other to lean on. But like little chicks leaving the nest, we'd soon know the fear, the panic, and the courage needed to fly by ourselves.
So I get the petition for divorce in the mail yesterday. You hear? 2 days before Christmas. We worked out a wonderful settlement, though. She gave me a beautiful picture of the house. Where are you? Helen! Get in here! It's too noisy out there.
Well, I don't mind the noise. It's a party, isn't it?
My goodness, Helen, that dress is so becoming to you. Listen, Helen, I want to say something to you now that may shock you, but hear me out. Because I say it in all sincerity and with my deepest regard and respect for you. You're very attracted to me, aren't you?
Actually, I'm not.
But a little, right?
No, not even a little.
You didn't tell Giselle in the office you thought I was cute?
Me? No, never. Why would I say that?
said I was cute.
No, she told me she thought Kenny was cute.
All right, what are we talking about here? Semantics.
I think I should be getting back.
What if I said I wasn't interested in an affair? What if I said what I wanted was a deep and lasting relationship?
Well, I hope you'll find it. I really do.
All right, what if I said offered you my next year's salary for one night? Oh, shit. No, forget that. There may not be a show next year.
I know.
I may be out of a job, out of a wife, out of a family. Does Katie excite you in any way?
I think I should be getting back to the party.
What kind of a guy are you looking for?
I'm not looking for anyone.
Then what is it you want?
I want to be a writer. I want to write comedy.
A comedy writer? Hey, Faye. You mean you want to be like me? Like Val? Like Ira? Like all of us?
More than anything else in the whole world.
Helen, you know us. We're disgusting. We're children. We have no life. This room is our life. We curse each other. We hate each other. We throw shoes out the window. We set fire to the desks. We make obscene phone calls to St. Patrick's Cathedral. We'll humiliate anyone or anything just to get a laugh.
Well, you see? That's what excites me.
I'll teach you everything I know. Oh!
Max wants all the writers in here. He wants to make a toast.
First, the Danish goes, then the bagels. Now we're down to toast.
No, I think he means a champagne.
Maybe you should rethink this comedy thing.
Did you guys hear what McCarthy did? Practically on Christmas Eve.
He put the Pope on the blacklist. Now the Pope can't find work in movies or on TV. Imagine how drunk I must be to say that.
Who's got a camera? I want you to see what success looks like.
I knew you were in town. I heard you coughing.
Angela! I thought you were going to send for me.
I didn't know you delivered.
See? One day you'll say funny things like that.
Jeez, you really went Hollywood. I bet this coat even has a little swimming pool in the pocket.
I sold out just like that, man. Now I'm not only richer than you guys, I'm always 3 hours younger.
Ooh! Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba.
Later, we'll have to have a little talk about timing.
Who's that? Is that Brian? Where the hell were you?
What do you just noticed? I've been gone for 3 months.
Hey, Brian, did you hear the news?
What?
I'm so pissed, I don't give a shit.
Russian humor. It's funny if you're on a mule.
So where are you living out there?
Oh, a little place in the Hollywood Hills overlooking Yvonne de Carlo.
Ooh! I'd give anything to live in Hollywood.
Well, that's all it takes, honey.
Brian, I heard you were here. Come here. I haven't hugged a Gentile in so long. Ooh, is that cashmere?
Ooh, 100%. Now you're looking very fit there, Mama, and I heard you had a boy.
No, a girl.
Don't worry, she'll grow out of it.
Someone take my turn with Max while he's throwing up. I pulled his head out of the john so many times I feel like a lifeguard. Brian, how are you? Never heard a pack of camels talk before.
Max looks terrible, Kenny. What's he been drinking?
Pina coladas. The man ate a roast beef sandwich the size of a Buick.
And you couldn't stop him?
With what, a harpoon?
Keep it up, Kenny. You're on a roll.
No, if I was on a roll, Max would eat me, too.
Hey, listen, I gotta go. I got the kids downstairs. Told them I'd take them to Mass.
Mass, isn't that in Boston?
No, they have them in New York, too.
Maybe you should write children's stories.
So, I'm just on my way back from St. John's Hospital. I had this funny feeling in my back, like a broken spine or something like that. So, guys, wait till you hear, okay? It's about this Chinese Jew. Okay, so
Oh, hang on. He's setting this up now. Give us one crack at this, Ira. Seymour Dragon.
Solomon Takeout.
Charlie Chanstein.
Pink as ping pong.
Pink as ping pong's good.
Can I say one?
I'm not sure we're all drunk enough to hear this.
You understand he's got to have a Chinese Jewish name.
I know, I get it.
Listen, what the hell? Go ahead, sweetheart. Kill him.
Sydney. Let's see, Sydney. Oh, can I take back Sydney?
Good move, kid.
Oh, okay, I got him. Stephen. Oh, Stephen.
Helen, can I ask you something? Is Stephen the Jewish name or the Chinese name?
Oh, it's all wrong. Let me start again.
You can't take this long, Helen. Writing a joke is not a semi-annual event.
I'm nervous. I don't know any Chinese Jews.
Can I give the girl a name so I can get on with the story?
Come on, guys, give her a break.
Okay, I got one. Vito. Vito Tojo.
Vito Tojo? Vito is Italian. Tojo is Japanese.
Listen, I'm not getting paid to write this stuff.
It's okay, Helen, at least you got the hemispheres right.
All right, we give up. What's his name?
There's no name. It's a true story, right? So I'm walking past Carnegie Hall on my way here. I see this little bum. I give him $5. Then suddenly, I recognize him. It's Belleville from Brooklyn. I went to high school with this guy. So I says, Belleville, hi, it's me. I was stoned. Remember me? And he said, oh yeah, sure, kid. What are you doing? What are you doing these days? I said, well, I'm writing comedy for a big television show, the Max Prince Show. He said, well, that's great, kid. Could you use a joke? And I said, sure. He said, it's about a Chinese Jew. Have you ever heard of that? I said, well, no. He said, too bad. It's a good joke. I can't remember it. I felt so bad for the guy.
Ira, with all due respect to Belleville, what was the point in that story?
The point is, we got the breaks. He didn't. He's down there now. I think it would be a nice gesture on everybody's part if we all chipped in $50 apiece for Belleville. I'm giving 100 myself. There. But for the grace of God, go at it.
Well, but for the grace of God, why don't you go down there and send Belleville up here?
No, I'm chipping in with Ira.
Why? You don't even know Belleville.
I know, but every once in a while, Ira makes me cry. Go figure.
Oh, Max, we were just waiting for you. Brian's here. Did you see Brian?
Hey, Max, flew in to say hi. How you doing?
You feeling any better, Max?
You want to sit down, Max? I'll get your chair.
I wonder if he hears us.
Max, it's Val. Can you hear what I'm saying? We're worried about you. I don't think he hears me.
Please forgive me, I'm a little drunk. Sometimes I don't know how to say things right. Maybe you never noticed. But as drunk as I am, I have something to say to each and every person here. I love all of you. Oh, boy. Why is that so hard to say? We never said it in my family. We said eat. Eat was love. Potatoes was love. Brisket of beef was a lot of love. And Ira can tell you, I don't say it much.
He doesn't say it much.
Screw it, I'm going to say it. I love you. I love you. Wow, does that make me hungry? Can everyone hear me?
Clear as a bell, Max.
My throat's a little sore. I was in my office and I threw up out the window. I think I hit a little bum on the street.
That was Belleville from Brooklyn, Max. It's okay.
Oh, there's something I gotta tell you. We won, you hear? We beat the bastards and we beat them together!
We won what, Max? Who did we beat?
NBC, they surrendered. 5:27 tonight. December 24th, 1900 and whatever. They signed the papers on my desk. Should have been on the USS Missouri or Appomattox wax. We signed, we exchanged pens, crappy little ballpoints they had. But we got what we wanted, yes sir!
Well, that is great news, Max.
What was it? A new contract?
Better.
What's better than a new contract, Max?
Freedom. Independence. From now on, we're out. On our own. We call the shots.
You mean we get to go to another network? CBS?
Damn right, CBS. Except they don't have any airtime next year. They've got Walter Cronkite on everything.
Well, I hear ABC's looking for new shows, Max.
There you are, ABC. Except they don't want to do variety, they want sports. What am I gonna do, play golf for an hour?
There's only 3 networks, Max. Well, there's Channel 5, but they've only got the 1 camera.
Right. So what's the smartest thing we can do?
What?
We play the waiting game. We wait until the networks are all in trouble, then they line up for us with their tongues hanging out.
How long a wait are we talking about here, Max?
Not long. We don't all have to wait. We break up for a while. You guys take other shows. You got families, you're in big demand, the best writers in the business. I'll do a couple movies, maybe a Broadway show, play Vegas, whatever. One day, call goes out. They want us back on our terms. The word spreads everywhere. They're getting together again. They're coming back.
Sort of like Zorro. We could wear masks and ride white horses. No, not white, brown!
See, we just gotta wait them out. Maybe a year, maybe 2 years, maybe 10 years. We're only young. We're all young. We'll only get better. I don't know. Maybe it sounds like a crazy idea, but it could work if we want it. What do you think?
Well, you love me, Max. I love you. I'm in.
There you go.
I have a slight problem with 10 years, but we'll see what happens.
That's all I ask. Think about it. Don't rush. Just didn't want to say goodbye tonight, that's all. We're not ready for it. No goodbyes, all right?
I just said hello. I don't want to say goodbye.
They didn't believe that Hannibal could cross 1,000 miles over the Alps on elephants. They said the elephants would all freeze and die. And you know what Hannibal said? He said, not if they run all the way. Come on, let's celebrate. Everybody inside. Helen, go up and get my saxophone. I want to play Sleigh Bells Roasting on an Open Fire.
I'll give $1,000 to the first person who can say something intelligent.
I think you just won it yourself.
He didn't really mean wait 10 years, did he?
No, it was a metaphor.
For what?
For wait 10 years.
I don't know what the hell to think. Somebody tell me what to think.
Max knows it's over. He knows we know it's over, only he didn't know how to tell us. Not as himself. He had to become someone else to tell us. The way he hides behind the characters on the show.
So who was he just now?
Hannibal. Alexander the Great. Maybe Cyclantis. Whoever the hell he was.
Am I the only one here that thinks that Max was, don't hit me for saying this, astoundingly noble?
Noble? You think that was noble just there? The man is Moses. He's Goliath. All right, maybe he's Goliath after David hit him in the head with a rock. But there's fucking greatness in him, I swear to God. There is so much pain, so much anger, so much strength, so much roast beef and potato salad, that when he goes down, like he did in here today, with such a crash, people fall out of their beds in Belgium. There'll never be a Max Prince again, because that man is an original. I'm telling you people, we have just lived through history.
Well, what do you say we go join Moses before he eats up all the commandments, huh?
I can't believe this, but I think I'm gonna miss speaking fuck.
You're gonna miss speaking it. I'm gonna miss doing it.
You guys are gonna love Hollywood.
Listen, if you're a Jew, you end up in the desert no matter what.
I would have followed Max to the ends of the earth, but the earth went off the air on June 1st, and we all went our separate ways. Some up, some down, some struggled, some had more babies, and one, like Brian, died much too young. Helen went to law school, God knows what happened to her. But the most incredible and wonderful thing did happen. On the very last day of the very last show of the season, the newspapers announced that the United States Senate voted 67 to 22 to censure Joseph McCarthy for conduct unbecoming of a senator. His days were numbered. That night, Max took us all out to dinner. And he was so unbelievably funny that the tears ran down our faces. And only some of it was from laughter.
Lucas! You gotta see this! Max is playing a saxophone and eating a roast beef sandwich at the same time! Ba-dum-bum!
Yes, sir. Happy New Year, gang. This is Donald Murrow adding the musical postscript to your Swing Around the Clock as we